Yo, what's up guys? Proverb here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be another Fortnite tutorial video, and today we're going to be looking at how to improve your aim in the game of Fortnite. So we're going to be taking a look at three major things that are going to affect your aim. Number one is your setup. If you don't have a good PC and a good monitor that can match your frame rate, it's going to be a lot harder to hit more consistent shots with a pump, and it's going to be harder to track people as they're running about. So number one, what you're going to want is, if you've got a job or if your parents will allow you, try to go out, make some extra money and save up for a nicer PC and a nicer monitor. Try to get at least 144 hertz monitor and 240 if you can. I got mine off of eBay, a used monitor, and it was only like $300 for a really nice Alienware monitor. Anyways, if that isn't a possibility, like I know it isn't for a lot of you guys, just do the best you can with what you've got. Cap your frame rate up right around whatever you're hitting, so you're at least getting a consistent frame rate, even if it's not the highest. That'll make it more reliable and you'll be able to pick up on everything a lot easier that way. Next up on this is going to be your sensitivity and also what you're looking at. When you're playing Fortnite, there's a couple of different types of aim. We've got tracking, we've got flick shots, and then we've just got regular like shotgun shots and everything, or sniper shots. I'm not going to really spend any time on sniper shots or anything like that. Those are kind of just, practice. If you like snipers, use them more and you'll get better at it. And a lot of using a sniper is luck too, so... Other than that, we're going to be focusing on tracking and shotgun shots most of the time. Now, the first thing before we get started is you're going to want to find a good sense that works for you. If you've already got one, then don't worry about it. Don't change it. But if you find that when you're trying to go and hit a pump shot or something like that, and you go and you're just crosshairs just going all over the place, and you're not really able to just line up a nice shot to the opponent, then maybe consider lowering your sense a little bit. A lot of times if your sense is too high, it actually makes it harder to build and edit as well, because it's harder to keep a tight crosshair, and so it's just better all around to have a slightly lower sense. I don't mean play on 40 DPI, but somewhere right in the middle is usually a good place to start. Find something that works for you. And again, if you are being super flicky and crazy all over the place, try lowering it a little bit just to start and seeing if that works. Then we're going to go on to our tracking sense. Now when you're tracking, you want it to be very smooth. You want your shotgun shots to be a little bit smooth just because it'll allow you to hit those harder hitting shots, but you really want your tracking to be nice and smooth all the way through. Now the nice thing about tracking is 90% of the time, if they're any distance away from you, you're not using your hipfire sense anymore, you're using your ADS sense. So you can lower that a little bit. A lot of people play on 50%, but you can even go a little bit lower than that and drop it down to like 30 or 40%. I play on 30% just because I play on a higher hipfire sense. So having a little bit lower of a tracking sense allows me to hit nice, smoother shots from a little bit farther away. And so that's really good for me. The next thing you're going to want to do is practice. A lot of people... A lot of pros even will just play arena games all day long, and honestly that works for a lot of people. If you're just playing arena all the time, you're gonna get, decently good at aiming, especially if you're pushing a lot of fights and getting a lot of practice with it. If you're just sitting in a box out the entire time and camping placement, your aim's not gonna get that much better. So if you do want to improve your aim, there's multitude of creative maps specifically intended for aiming. And even if you don't want to just spend hours a day practicing your aim, just spending 10 to 20 minutes warming up before you go into arena or solo game or whatever, playing with your friends, just spending that little bit of time will get your fingers moving, your hands moving. And practicing your aim doesn't just help your aim, but it also helps you kind of get adjusted to the sensitivity, and it'll help you get warmed up, and it'll help your building and editing too as you learn how quickly your crosshair is moving and everything. Those are kind of the three things you want to focus on. I'm going to leave a link to the map I use, and really any decent aim training map will work. Just spend some time on it, and if you really want to spend the time, spend 1 to 2 hours a day before you even start, and just grind out tracking drills mostly. Mostly what you want to do is practice tracking. You can spend a little time, practicing side jumps and those piece control ones, but if you're working on your aim, spend time on the tracking ones. Those are going to help you out the most, especially practice some close range tracking and everything as well. Get a good variety so you're not getting super tired. But yeah, just plug in some headphones, listen to some music, and spend some time tracking. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you learned a lot. Like and subscribe if you did. I'm trying to post videos at least 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes about Fortnite, sometimes about cars, sometimes about, whatever. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that, so stick around, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!